Say something.
Yo.
Oh, you wanna say something?
You good, D?
You here?
Yeah.
We good.
So you have to keep it. You gotta.
We're on the air with Social Dweeb Sports tonight, and tonight we're bringing you a special broadcast, Springfield High School basketball. And this is Kenneth Holman along with Coach David Walker. And David, longtime Springfield Yellow Jacket and star here at Springfield High School, and went on to UAB, had a good career, and then played overseas. So, David, it's nice to have you here with us tonight.
Thank y'all for having me tonight, man. It's a pleasure to be able to sit down alongside of you, and thank you to Mr. Terrence Summers for inviting me to do this game, part of history with our county.
And tonight is a special game. It's homecoming, and it's also throwback night to Bransford High School, which has been a long time coming. And along with us is Terrence Summers, and we got the national anthem coming up, so we'll let you listen to the national anthem.
All right, Coach, I think I'm going to go ahead on and get this starting lineup out the way for Rossview. Rossview starting at number 3, number 11, Imani Collar. But I think they switched that to number 20. 20 will be Evie Darnell. You got Jana Darnell. You got Sydney DeRoshi, Lacey Edwards, and Arby Paget. And for Springfield starting lineup, you're going to have Tanaya Partee, Shamari Cantrell, Rain Eckerson, Tamari Barbie, and Sarah Tejada.
And David, we've got a pretty good crowd for the home team. Not very good for Rossview. They don't travel so well, I don't think.
They don't travel, man. I think it's probably one of the down years for Rossview men's basketball. I think they are the ones that pretty much bring out the crowd.
And Rossview girls come in with a pretty good record, David. We were talking before, and you said they shoot the basketball exceptionally well.
Oh, they are a fundamentally sound team. You'll see once they get out and take the court, they are well coached. Springfield have to come out, and they have to play hard, and they have to be fundamentally sound on defense because of Rossview's execution on offense.
And Springfield, of course, you're very familiar with them, having Amaya playing. You've been to every game and coaching the boys, and what can we expect out of them?
They going to play hard. That's one thing about this team. They are relentless. They're going to play hard. They're going to try to compete. You got number 1, Tanaya Partee. She's a transfer from East Nashville. And she's a workhorse for us, Springfield. She's a workhorse. I really like her energy and the energy she brings to the court.
And we're getting ready for the tip-off here. And, David, I can't remember the names, but we got 2 old-school officials on the floor tonight. They've done a lot of basketball.
I think the one is pitching it up. I think I had him a few games back when I played in the 90s.
I think his name is Finch, isn't it?
You might be right.
We're ready for the tip here. And Springfield control the tip, but they tip it to the Rossview lady, and number 32 for Rossview puts it in on the layup. and that's Sarah Mays. Rossview leading 2-0. Springfield with the basketball, crosses half court, kicks it inside.
To Tanaya, she goes up.
An awful lot of contact there, but no call. Rossview on the break. Young lady dribbles to the corner, dribbles back out front, kicks it to the wing.
They have to communicate on defense just to make sure they are letting each other know that someone is there to have their back.
Swinging the ball around the outside, kick it into the post, and deflected.
Got another steal. It's Tanaya Partee. That's the workhorse for Springfield.
She's got a lot of athletic ability. Referee's letting a lot go tonight, David.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the way you want to see the game start out.
Yeah.
You don't want a lot of tic-tac fouls.
They kick the ball inside for Springfield and
she
call a walk. So the ball will go over to Rossview. Rossview leading 2-0. Young lady walks it across half court, kicks it to the wing, back to the top. Young lady
got to come over
cuts
and
to the
help.
basket.
That's a good help right there. Good block right there by Tanaya Partee.
She is a very good athlete, moves well. Young lady deflects the ball and puts it in the basket for Rossview, making the score 4-0 Rossview. Just a little careless on the pass that time.
In a situation like that, you just got to bring the ball down and locate your point guard and remain calm. You just can't be in a rush.
Springfield with another turnover. Number 44 for Rossview, Aubrey Paget kicks the ball inside, and number 32 again for Rossview, Sarah Mays with the basket. 6-0 Rossview here early in the first quarter.
Yeah, Springfield transition defense is going to have to be a lot better if they don't want this to get out of hand.
Another turnover on an errant pass. Ball down the floor. Number 23 with the ball takes it up inside and draws the foul. Should be going to the line for 2 shots. David, they run a little half-court trap there, and it's affecting Springfield pretty bad.
Pretty bad. And I think the point guard needs to just sit back and, before she rushes into the play is just to see what defensive set they got set up to where they can probably execute their offense.
And once she steps across half-court, she's trapped. And the free throw is good. Springfield with a timeout, and we'll take a timeout along with them, with Rossview leading in the first quarter 7-0. Back here with Social Dweeb Sports, where Rossview will be shooting the second of a 2-shot foul, and she puts it in to make the score 8-0. Springfield with a sub in, David, number 22.
22 is Rain.
Drives it to the baseline and trapped there. Going to be a steal by Rossview, kicking it up the floor in a hurry. They find their big girl, and she takes to the basket hard and scores. Going to be 10-0 Rossview.
And it looked like Rossview was in a 1-2-2 half-court trap.
They're just inviting that point guard to step across half court so they can trap her.
Under control. Good ball movement. See?
Rossview got hands everywhere. And a lot of hustle this time by Springfield. Gets the ball back on the turnover. Kicks it to the corner. And one referee points one way, one the other, but it's going to be Rossview's ball. Got a sub coming in for Springfield, number 32, Olivia Merritt, a sophomore. Rossview with the basketball, walking it across half court. Going to kick it to the corner. Looking inside for number 23. They find her, and she puts it in again.
And she knows how to post. She knows how
Sure
to really
does.
use her body. So now they don't went to a full court 2-2-1.
Springfield going to throw over the top. Number 32 for Springfield, and she gets it knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with Springfield. Springfield bringing number 1 back into the lineup.
Tanaya Partee.
They need her to break this press. Springfield getting it in, number 32 in the corner. And we're going to have a foul on Rossview. We'll see who the call is on. I think it's on number 44. And that is Aubrey Paget, 5'7" point guard. Springfield with the inbounds. Going to kick it to the corner. Looking. Nothing there. Going to dribble it back out front. Almost stolen by Rossview. And then ball loose. Springfield comes up with it.
They got to go to the ball. She don't have a dribble.
Springfield working the ball around the outside.
Good shot fake.
Looking, gets the ball back in the paint. And puts up the shot, and it is blocked. Number 23 coming up with the ball. And let's see what the call is.
It's out of bounds on Springfield.
So it'll be Rossview's basketball. Rossview making changes here. Going to bring in even more height, David, down inside. Number 20 for Rossview coming in. Evie Darnell. She's a big girl. Springfield with the basketball at the top of the key. Kicks it to the wing, looking inside. Going to take the ball to the basket all the way under. And Rossview with a steal again. They got quick hands.
Yes, they do.
Rossview working the ball inside. And
Got a steal by Springfield. Shamari Cantrell is on the break. She pulls it back and got Tanaya out for the three.
Open three. And in and out.
She got some good defense going on
she
right
does.
there. She might get a 10-second. That's good defense right there.
What did Rossview call? Timeout?
Yeah, they got a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout.
They were fixing to get a 10-second count. So timeout on the floor, and Springfield down 12-0 midway through the first quarter. And we'll take a short break here and be right back for the finish of the first quarter. We're back here at Springfield, where Springfield is down 12-0 in Rossview, and 2:40 left in the first quarter. Rossview with the basketball, swinging it around to the outside.
They got to communicate better on defense, Coach.
Yes, they do. There's been a lot of backdoor open layups, and they have taken both of their big girls out now. Steal by Springfield.
Number 22, Rain. And she's a good workhorse as well, number 22. She plays really, really hard.
They kick it back to her in the corner. She got a drive for the shot, and she walks before she hits the shot, so they'll nullify the basket. Be Rossview's basketball. Rossview bringing back in their two big girls, and David, they're a load. Both of them very skilled. Rossview with the ball, kicks it to the wing, dribbles back out front.
Springfield goes into a 3-2 defense.
Kicks it to the corner, very patient. Going to swing it all the way across the floor and back out to the key. Long three, Rossview, no good.
That's a foul. Rebound by Tanaya. And she picks up the foul. It's a good rebound by Tanaya.
Be Springfield's basketball under their own basket. And Dave, I see what you're talking about. Tanaya is a ball player.
Yeah, she, like I said, she goes really, really hard, man. And she goes 100. She gives 110% every possession. But it's sometimes that, you know, she might need to slow down just a tad bit to gain some control.
Rossview back in that half-court trap. Going to swing it to the corner, looking inside, nothing there. And she's fixing to be trapped in the corner. And ball knocked out of bounds. Will stay with Springfield.
And Springfield got to realize that's one of the biggest things that you don't want to do if a team is trapping is get that ball in the corner. You got to keep that ball out of the corner because you are setting yourself up for a trap and possibly a turnover.
And they right back in the corner again, just like you said. They're trapped again. And they throw it off of Rossview players, so it'll stay with Springfield. 1:20 left in the first quarter. Springfield down 12-0. Springfield looking to get the ball in. Going to throw it long across the floor. Shot no good. Rossview with the basketball. Kicks it to the wing. Back to the top.
See, there's no communication on defense.
Long three by Rossview, and Springfield tracks down the rebound. Ball knocked out of bounds, going to stay with Springfield. And David, I'm like you, they don't talk to each other at all.
On the defensive end, it's quiet on there. And in order to have a good, successful defensive run, you got to communicate to let your teammate know if you're in trouble or if it's an open man in the area. They're not communicating with one another, and I think that's going to be one of the biggest issues if they don't start communicating.
Springfield with the basketball. Knocked out of bounds by Rossview. Springfield will have it under their own basket. Got 43.2 seconds left in the first quarter. Rossview on the steal, looking up floor, and going to be knocked out of bounds. Well, they say it didn't go out of bounds.
There we go. Got us.
And Springfield with the drive and the score. And David, who was that on the score?
That's Sarah Tejada.
Nice shot at them, but I thought that ball went out of bounds. Rossview with the basketball. Kick it down inside. Great post move at number
move.
23.
They on offense, Rossview is being real patient. They're
Yes,
real
they
patient
are.
with their offense, and they get the better shot. They get a good shot on offense.
And that's the end of the first quarter with Springfield 2, Rossview 14. And we'll step away here for a short break and be right back to bring you the start of the second quarter. It's the start of the second quarter. Springfield with the basketball, down 14-2. Ball inside, number 30. She loses it. Rossview goes to the floor, and we got a whistle and a foul. And it's going to be against Springfield, and I didn't catch who the foul was on, but Rossview's basketball. Dribble across half court. Springfield in the zone.
And they playing their defense in their zone with their hands down. That zone is small when you play with your hands down. You got to play with your hands up to be able to deflect balls.
Long three, and it's good by number 44, Audrey Paget. Now, David, I'm like you. If you get your hands up, you shut the passing lanes down. And ball inside, deflected to the corner. And we got a call.
That's out of bounds on Springfield. Turnover, going back Rossview's way.
Not much happening tonight for Springfield on offense. Rossview with the basketball. Ball goes inside again. Dribbles to the corner. Kicks it back inside. Girl wide open on the other side of the floor. Swinging it around the outside.
Rossview being real patient on offense and making sure they get the shot that they want.
Ball goes inside. Back out to the point guard. Now got the center out at the top handling the basketball. Still swinging it around to the outside. Looking. Long three. And we've got a foul on the shot. Looks like it'll be 3 free throws for Rossview.
And this foul on Sarah Tejada.
Looks like we're just a step slow on defense, David.
It's a lack of communication, and I don't think they're really ready to play on defense. Because if you look, you coach basketball on defense, you got to get down and be ready.
Yeah.
And everyone is standing straight up with their hands down, so no one is ready to play defense.
Rossview makes the first of 2. Misses first of 3, and she misses the second one. Got substitutes coming in for Rossview. Number 44 at the line. And she makes 2 out of 3, making the score 18-2 Rossview, and they're back in that full court press. Springfield breaks the press, looks inside.
Make a move. Just can't get nothing to fall for us, Coach.
No.
When we get that opportunity to score, we can't get a bucket.
Leave the point guard wide open. It takes a long 3 from the top of the key. And Springfield comes down with a rebound, and then Rossview with the steal. From the top of the key, number 10 puts it in for Rossview. David you had to do Torrey James with the mid-range jumper. Rossview substituting freely in and out.
Springfield's body language, man, they are looking defeated. And, you still got a lot of time left to play basketball, and it seems like they're showing signs of defeat, man.
Yes.
Still a lot of time to put something together to make a run to gain some momentum.
Rossview takes a long 3, gets her own rebound, and 23, she's going to the glass hard. She is probably the best player on the floor. Sydney DeRoches?
DeRoches.
She could play with a lot of high school boys teams. DeRoches ready to shoot. Hits the first. Springfield with a substitution. Number 33 coming into the game for the Yellow Jackets.
That's Tamara Roaster. My apologies.
She hits the second. And we've got another substitution for Springfield. Number 32 coming into the game.
This is Olivia Merritt.
Sophomore. Springfield got a bunch of young girls.
Yeah, they only have, I think, a couple of seniors, which is Shamari Cantrell and then Sarah Tejada is the only 2 seniors that they have on the team.
Rossview with the steal. Looking. They move the ball well, and they're not in any hurry.
It's about 5 seconds.
Yes,
Coach.
it is.
There it is. They blew the whistle for the 5 seconds. That's a good defense. Maybe they'll get the spark that we need to continue to get some turnovers and spark up our defense a little bit and hopefully come down and get a bucket.
Wasn't that Shamari that was on the D that time?
No, it was number 33, Coach. The one they just subbed in was Tamara Roaster.
Kicked it to the corner. Shamari with the shot.
And
there it is.
Three-point shot.
Great shot.
Started with the defense, and now it's all we need is that spark of defense and just get another stop right here, Coach, and go into the half with some momentum.
Looks like the middle of Springfield's zone is wide open part of the time.
Yeah. They got to get that rotation.
A great post move.
It's a great move right there.
Sydney DeRocha, she's putting on a clinic. Shamari with the drive to the basket. Misses the shot, but
steal.
22 with the steal and puts it back in.
That's Rain Eckerson.
And David, this group looks like they got a little life to them.
And that might be the life that they need on the defensive end to, like I said, continue to try to get a stop.
Looks like they found a combination that wants to play.
Yeah.
Rossview kicks it all the way across court. Guard puts up a long three. Going to be tracked down by Rossview. And she takes it all the way to the hoop and scores. Number 11. I don't know how she hit that shot.
Yeah, she threw that up to the top of the square.
Yes, she did. Shamari on the drive. Takes it inside and scores on the layup. Going to be 27-9 Rossview. Looked like Shamari is about gassed. She's calling for somebody to come in. Kick it into the post, back to the wing. Shot is good by number 32 that time. 32.
It's Sarah Mays.
And Springfield with another three.
Olivia Merritt.
Springfield finding a little offense here. Cut the lead 30-11. Rossview very patient. Just swinging the ball, and takes it on a drive, and she is fouled there. It'll be 2 shots, Rossview.
See, on that defensive rotation right there, Coach, she has to be already in help side in the midline to be able to stop the penetration when it's coming baseline. They're a little bit slow on the rotation.
First shot is good. Number 32 at the line. Sarah Mays. Springfield making wholesale substitutions here. With 2:38 in the half. Number 00, Daphne Martinez, one of the substitutes. 32 hits the second free throw. David, I don't think she's missed a shot.
And pretty much all of her shots have been coming around the rim.
Yes.
And she's finishing and she's doing what she's supposed to do.
Rossview with another steal. Number 11 with the basketball for Rossview. Kicks it to the corner and shoots a three. Number 32, Mays, with the long three for Rossview, making the score 35-11. Dave, you said they could shoot, and they're proving you right. And we got a foul on Rossview. Number 30 for Springfield, Tamaria Barbie, freshman. They're going to take it out of bounds under their basket. Rossview bringing back DeRoches. She blocked the ball out of bounds. That was number 10 for Rossview.
These Rossview girls are pretty long, Coach.
Yes, they are. And they just keep coming. Kick it out to the front. Kick to the point guard. Springfield looking to get the ball inside. Got a long three. off the mark. Going to be rebound by DeRoches, and she's going to be fouled. I think they called it on number 30 for Springfield. The Rossview's basketball, leading 35-11. Rossview swinging it around, find the girl from the short corner, and rebound finally tracked down by number 30 for Springfield. Kicked out to the point guard. Springfield on the run, and they throw it away in the corner. It'll be Rossview basketball. 1:21 left in the half. David, that time they were playing more aggressively in the middle on the zone, trying to stop the big girl for Rossview.
Rossview, yeah. I mean, like I said, they are trying in spurts to do what it takes to try to stop them. But honestly, Coach, I just think Rossview have too many weapons out there.
Yeah, they got more horses. Nice pass inside for the layup. Backdoor cut, DeRoches. And I'd like to know how many points she's already got. 54 seconds left in the half. Ball goes inside. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Rossview.
And still Springfield's ball.
Got substitutes coming into the game for Springfield, 22 and 33, with 48 seconds left. Going to kick it into Shamaria. Kicks it in the middle. Nice pass for the bucket for Springfield. Number 22 on the score.
That's Rain Eckerson.
It was a nice feed that time. Scored 37-13. Girl wide open in the corner. In and out for Rossview.
Good rebound by Springfield.
Nice feed. And the basket and the foul. That was a great pass by Shamari that time.
To Tanaya, and Tanaya with the finish. So she got opportunity to go to the line for a three-point play.
She finished strong, went up through her body and drew the foul. Have one shot. Free throw no good. Rossview with the ball, in no hurry. 10 seconds left in the half. Kick the ball to the corner. Across the floor to the three-point shooter. And she buries it. And that's the half. And Rossview ahead 39-15. And we'll be back to bring you the second half in just a second. we're back here at Springfield High School where Rossview begins the second half with a 40-15 lead. Springfield in a zone.
And I'm hoping they went in the locker room to, make some changes on the defensive end, to try to slow this high-power offense down.
Rossview with a long three and an air ball. Ball brought down on the rebound by Barbie. Kicks it to the corner. Over to the other corner.
Good ball movement.
Kick it inside. Got her own rebound. Finally corralled by Rossview. Had a couple of shots there, just couldn't put it in. Rossview with the basketball. Going to be a steal that time by Springfield. On the run.
And one. No. They're coming out with better energy than they did in the first half.
They are playing much better. Going to have two shots this time. First shot, no good. Tonight, is it Partee, David?
Yeah, it's Partee. The first shot was flex. You need to get a hand on the ball. Let's go a little bit more.
Second shot on the way, good. It'll be 40-15. Rossview walking it up the floor. Gonna kick it to the middle. Back to the corner. Gonna launch another three. No good. Rebound and put in by Rossview. And she goes right back to work, David. Ferocious. Springfield with the ball, kicks it inside Barbie. And gonna have a hell ball. Should be Springfield basketball. Rossview zoning the inbound play. Springfield gets it in. Number 22 on the drive. Gets it stolen. Rebound inside Barbie. Kick it into the post. Takes it to his hole hard and scores. Barbie. Yes, they do. The long three that time by the point guard. Number 44. I think that's about the third one she's hit.
Aubrey Paget.
She is deadly. Shamari with the basketball. Kicks it across court. For the three. Off the mark. Rebound, Paget. She went to the glass hard that time to get that ball back. And she'll go to the line for two shots. First shot rims out. Substitute for Springfield. Second shot on its way and bounces in. It'll be 45-19 Rossview.
5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
Kicks it back to the three-point shooter. This time it's off. And got a foul on Rossview over the back. He's Springfield's basketball.
Number 1, Jamie.
That is what Tamara lost her on the rebound. Back in that 1-2-2 half-court trap. Long three. And good. Partee with the three for Springfield. 45-22.
They keep getting stops. They keep getting stops and scoring buckets. You never know the way the game can end up.
Long three by number 11 for Rossview.
They can't didn't trade buckets.
No, Collier that time for Rossview. Ball thrown away by Springfield. David, did they move the big girl out to the top of that 1-2-2?
I think they did, Coach, but I think they might have dropped back into the 2-3, but it's just an extended 2-3.
Yeah. Rossview with the basketball. The middle of that zone is wide open. I'm going to skip it to the other side. Takes the ball hard inside. Bodies hit the floor. She was playing very well in the second half. Call a foul out front. Let's see who it's on. 32. It's one of the two. Ball goes in the corner to Shamari. She kicks it back out front. Gonna kick it to the corner. Back to the middle. And ball gonna be blocked out of bounds by Rossview. Nice drive that time, but good defense by the Hawks. Like they're going to throw it in from under their own basket. Kicks it into the post. Ball blocked.
Sarah Mays.
Moving the ball around the outside. They drive the baseline, kick it back out. Find the point guard for another three. Off this time.
Rebound by Tanaya. Pitch ahead.
Long pass down floor.
Pass back.
Awful lot of contact on that, but that's how they're calling the game, so you just got to expect it. There's a lot more enthusiasm in the second half. Into the inbound. Back out front.
Right in the post with no help sauce. Got to make a move.
Kicks it back out and thrown out of bounds off the hands of Shamari. They Rossview's basketball.
I mean, turnovers been the big factor of the game, Coach. I think they probably have maybe 15 plus turnovers in the first half.
At least.
At least. And already probably about 4 or 5 this quarter. I mean, it's going to be hard to win ball games when you give them possessions away.
Rossview not a team that you can give second shots to.
Right.
Going to have a foul inside, or did she step on the baseline?
I think they said she stepped on the baseline, so it's going to be turning the Rossview, Springfield's ball. And we get the stops that we need, we just can't get the buckets that we need to, try to chip away at this lead.
We got a couple of shots inside, but Rossview's so long, they get a hand on it. Nice move to take it baseline. Shot up. Rebounded by Barbie. Back up and going to be off Rossview out of bounds. Springfield able to get the ball in the paint, but they just can't make the shot once they get it there. Ball inbounded. Got the shot off, but just couldn't get it in. Rossview on the run. Kicks it. Let's see what the call is. It'll be Springfield's basketball.
I think both teams are getting a little sloppy.
Yeah.
They're getting a little sloppy. But if Springfield can make these easy layups that they're getting an opportunity to make, this league could probably possibly be 18 points.
And we got a discrepancy here as to whose ball it is. One referee saying one way and one saying the other. And they work it out and say it's Rossview's basketball. Rossview puts it in play.
Seconds left in the third quarter.
Nice block that time by Springfield. Springfield gets the ball back, kicks it down to the corner, back to the middle. Nice move and draws the foul. Party that cut down the middle and got the basketball and drew the foul. And they'll be shooting 2 shots. They're attacking the basket better this half than they had the whole first half. First shot, no good off the back iron. Party for the second shot. And rims out. Rebound Barbie. Fouled and the basket is good. So she'll have 1 shot.
That was great hustle right there to get the offensive rebound. Chance for a 3-point play.
Ready for the shot. Puts it up. Off the iron. Tracked down by Rossview. Up the floor to the corner.
Score 24, 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Rossview got the floor spread.
Got some good defense on top of the ball.
Yes, they do.
You're applying good ball pressure. The rotation's got to be there. You got to have hard closeouts. If you don't,
Number 32 for the 3. She's money.
gotta have hard closeouts. Fundamentals of defensive basketball. Good take.
Nice move that time.
Tamaya Barty.
Took it baseline, put it in.
Well, 51 and 26, a minute and 15 seconds left.
Tell you gotta like the way Rossview spreads the floor and moves the basketball. Kicks it to the corner, takes it baseline, back. Number 23 for a 3.
With the rebound.
Rossview able to come up with the rebound. Nice move. And we got a basket by number 11 for Rossview.
Foul on Tamaya Barty.
Monty Collier that time with the basket. And she'll be shooting 1. Score 51-26, 57.4 seconds left in the third quarter. Basket rims out and the rebound by number 23 for Rossview.
Foul on number 1. She picked up 2 quick fouls within 2 seconds, Coach. They're going to have to probably take her out of the game and reserve her to the fourth quarter just to bring her back in. Hopefully she don't foul out.
First shot, in and out. I would have to say that this young lady's going to play Division I basketball somewhere.
I would really agree with you. That she got the length, the height, the skill set.
Second shot up and in. 54-26, 56 seconds left in the third quarter. And we got a foul this time on number 23 for Rossview. That may be the only way we stop her if she fouls out. Tejada at the line for Springfield. First shot rims out. Rossview with the basketball. DeRoche walking it up the floor. She is the real deal. I'm surprised she didn't get a bigger school. This Rossview basketball inbound, kicks it inside, and we've got a foul inside on the floor. Ball went inside, and we've got a push call.
Foul is on number 32, Olivia Mary.
So Rossview with the basketball, 33 seconds under their own basket. Ball goes inside.
You gotta push it. Look up, look up.
Tejada with the basketball, drives to the paint, kicks it to the wing. With 17 seconds left, they back it out. Mario with the basketball, time running. 7 seconds left. Tejada takes it to the basket. Rossview with the rebound. And that's the end of the third quarter with Rossview ahead 54-26. Back here for the beginning of the fourth quarter with Rossview with the basketball ahead 54-26. Rossview kicks it into the paint. And looks like it's going to be a foul this time on number 1.
Tonight it should be about a fourth foul.
She is hustling. Not afraid to put a body on somebody. Rossview with the ball at the top of the key. Kicks it to the wing. Cutter coming across the middle. Kick the ball in the paint. Back. Steal this time. Barbie.
Slow down.
Ball poked away from behind. Rossview comes up with it. Rossview swinging the ball around. Try to kick it inside. Nice defense that time.
Tonight.
Going to take it to the wing. Going to take it down the baseline. Going to draw the foul. I think the foul was on number 1 and 2 for Rossview. For 1 and 1. Shot is good. Coming. Shot no good, but it was a lane violation on Rossview. Gets another free throw. Puts it up and in. And we got, I think it's Royce coming in for Springfield. Rossview leading 54-28. 7:06 in the fourth quarter. Point guard for the 3. Off. And it's going to be out of bounds. Springfield's basketball. Tejada with the basketball. Rossview still on half-court trap. Ball goes inside Barbie. And she puts it in. Looked like she got a foul that time, but they didn't call it.
Lose the skittle, bro.
54 to 30.
What's wrong? Lose the skittle, bro.
You got to do that.
Hey, what?
On the drive, number 32 for Rossview, Mays
Hey,
takes it to the basket and scores.
David.
Can't hear you. Oh.
Springfield with the basketball. Looking inside the bubble.
I mean, if she posts to go to seal, they don't have backside help. I mean, they can probably get a few easy layups like that.
Yeah.
I don't think Rossview is having that backside help. They are not in backside help.
What am I saying, Auntie?
They done got lazy.
Hey, man.
Number 22 for Springfield. Going to the line. Lane Erickson, a sophomore. First shot, no good.
I think she transferred into Springfield, coach, from maybe Minnesota or somewhere, I think, from another state. But she has a really, really good work ethic as well. She plays really hard. I mean, for her to be a sophomore and with 2 more years to go, I think the coach will be happy with her by the time she's a senior.
Second shot rims out. She's got a basketball body. Long and slender.
And broad shoulders.
Yes. And she moves well. Going to be Springfield basketball. Tejada going to be taking it out under the basket. They'll kick it out long. Shamari on the drive. Takes it to a hole. Going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll be Rossview basketball. 5:50 left in the game. 56-30. Substitutes coming in for both teams. For Springfield, number 23, Michaela Harrison. It's her first time in the game. Springfield's still playing hard.
Good beat. She's good. There you go. Gotta come up with that loose ball.
Number 32 takes it in strong. And gets her own rebound, puts it back in. 58-30 with 5 minutes, 14 seconds left in the game. Tejada with a long 3 off the line. And
Rebound by Harris. Put it back by Harris. You got an opportunity for an and 1.
comes in and immediately scores, so she's going to make the most of her playing time. One shot. Off the rim. Rossview with the ball, walking it up the floor. Working on that clock. Launch the long 3 from the corner and make it. Number 32 for Rossview. Saves and those two together are big. Rossview with the block. Looking to run. And Springfield quick hands. Tejada knocks it off the Rossview player. And out of bounds, so it'll be Springfield's basketball.
It looks like Rossview is starting to settle one by one, getting their aces off the floor.
Calling the dogs off. Tejada with the basketball. Swings it to can't find anybody. Finally gets the ball back out. On the drive, off the glass, Rossview with the ball, looking to run. Shot up, gets her own rebound, misses again. Tejada with the basketball. Needs to pull it back out, she ain't got any help. Puts it on the floor and takes it in and gets it blocked. Nice feed in the basket. Well, I don't know what else you could ask her to do. She has done everything but bring water and mop the floor. You could build a whole team around her.
You can, Coach, with that caliber player that she is. Like I said, she's a D1 player, so you can put some key little pieces around her and have a successful season.
I'm telling you, you put her on Springfield team, it's a whole different game.
Yes, I agree.
And you team her up with part two, and then you've got two pretty good basketball players. David, who comes up next for Springfield on the schedule? I'm going to put you on.
You put me on the spot, Coach.
I figured you know that.
Normally I do, man, but my mind has been set on trying to work this game with you and Mr. T. Summer, so my mind went out the window when it came to the schedule.
We're going to put T back on Mike from here. Hold on. Springfield with the ball. And got a foul call at the side. Down the Rossview. And all you can't throw. Over the line. They're playing a pretty good ball here, especially in the second half. First shot up and good. LT going out of the game. Shamari's second shot off the rim. Rossview with the basketball. 3 minutes, 11 seconds left in the game. Kick it to the corner. Long three on its way off the rim.
This is the ball up the court. With the falls.
Long three. And it's good. Shamari with the long three. Cuts the lead 63-36. 2 minutes, 43 seconds left in the game. I think Rossview has pretty much cleared the bench now. Three by Rossview, air ball. Cantrell with the basketball at the point for Springfield. Drive it all the way to the basket and blocked, got her own rebound and put it back in. Nice job that time, Shamaria Cantrell.
To answer your question, Coach, we play Northeast next Friday on the 4th.
Northeast no slouch.
Okay, Coach. I think a lot of teams in the downhill are just trying to rebuild.
Springfield with the basketball. Royster handing the ball out front. Looking. Gonna kick it back. Number 11. Back around. And Springfield's gonna draw the foul. Anthony Martinez foul on the drive. David, who would be the top team in the
They split the districts up.
Yeah. Shot good by Martinez. Second shot coming up.
Rossview got that one girl that probably one of the best players in the state. I think she's just a sophomore.
Second shot good. Martinez makes both free throws. 63-40. A minute 39 seconds left.
Rossview into his ball.
These young girls coming off the bench have not played bad. Martinez with the basketball out there. Gets it stolen. Rossview going in for the layup. Martinez tracks her down and fouls her.
Hey,
Gotta do what you gotta do.
nothing easy. strike. They always say, right, Coach?
Right.
Well, if you look at the missed free throws that Springfield has had, we probably missed, 7, 8 free throws and probably at least 5, 6, 7 easy layups. I mean, we done left probably a good 15, maybe just 15 points out there.
Yeah.
And that's the difference of the ball game with the turnover.
Rossview makes both free throws. You combine that with the turnovers, there's no way you can make it. Springfield with the basketball. Ball goes in the corner of the marking, is right down low. Head fake, and we got a foul coming up. Number 23, Michaela Harrison. Head fake, got the foul. We'll be shooting two here with a minute and 11 seconds left. Harrison ready for her first shot. Off the back iron. One shot remaining. Second shot on the way. Good. A minute, 10 seconds left in the game. Rossview with the basketball. Ahead 65-41. Offensive foul that time. Nice job by Royce. Holding the ground, taking the charge.
I love to see players when they sacrifice their body for their team. What was it? They called a charge.
I did too.
Yeah, no, they did. They called it. She was lining up to shoot free throws, and I was like, they called a charge.
In college, that may not have been a charge. She was right under the basket. But tonight, it's a charge. Basket inside, and Harrison puts up the shot, gets it blocked off of her body, and it's going to be Rossview's basketball.
48 seconds.
Rossview just running the timeout, swinging around outside. Kicks it in the middle, looks back outside. 31 seconds left in the game. Unready takes a wild shot, goes out of bounds. It'll be Springfield's basketball. I'm telling you.
She's just a sophomore.
They have got a bench full of people. And T, we're going to have a presentation at halftime, right? So stay with us. Got a long three that time. David, who hit that shot? 34? I think it was 34. Shy, a freshman. They're just going to let the time run out. So Rossview comes in, takes the game 65-43 from Springfield. And Rossview is very impressive. Got a presentation coming up shortly before the beginning of the boys' game. David, you want to tell us what we can expect out of Rossview boys tonight?
Rossview's coach has always been a fundamentally sound type coach. So you can expect good fundamental basketball. They might have a guy or two that can shoot the ball. But other than that, they're down from previous years, but they still have a decent basketball team. Like I said, they play hard. They play with a lot of energy. And like I said, defensively and offensively, they are fundamentally sound.
Our guys, they all look like they're just cookie cutters. They're all the same size, about the same length.
But the thing about our guys is when they do play hard, I mean, we can be a team to beat. It's just if they come out and play like I know that they're capable of playing, like Coach Rochester know that they're capable of playing, we can be really, really good. But it's just the little small fundamental things that our guys have to do on a consistently basis. You can see it in spurts. They'll come out and you be like, oh my gosh, these guys are really good. But then I think once fatigue or something kick in, and then it's like they lose the concept of the game.
Well, you can tell that Springfield's got athletes, I'm telling you.
I mean, this town, this county is full of athletes, Coach. And I mean, it dates back for why we're here tonight. You know, if you go back to in the 50s, the 60s, I mean, this town is loaded with nothing but talent.
We got a presentation going on by the athletic director, Dustin Wilson.
The origin of the Bransford School goes back to 1884, when it began with 3 teachers offering grades 1 through 6 in a one-room building on Cheatham Street in Springfield, Tennessee. It eventually grew to become a high school in 1913. In 1927, a new Bransford High School, or BHS, was built on Richard Street and became the final home of the Roaring Lions. Bransford High School was the heart of the Bransford Heights neighborhood and the county's African American community. Bransford became one of the top high schools in Tennessee and won acclaim for its marching bands, athletic departments, choruses, and drama teams. BHS provided a sense of pride and identity to thousands of black students and graduates until its closure in 1970 as Robertson County began desegregation in 1965. The growth and improvements were made to the school during the administration of long-term principal John L. Patterson. From 1939 to 1970, 2019, students graduated from Bransford. These BHS graduates went on to have successful careers as doctors, lawyers, engineers, teachers, principals, college professors, football and basketball coaches, policemen, preachers, masons, carpenters, plumbers, truck drivers, and business owners. The building was subsequently used as Springfield Junior High School in the 1970s and as an alternative school until 1987, and as the Bransford Community Center and home to the Bransford Pride after-school program until the building was demolished in April 2017 as a result of deterioration. Tonight, we honor Bransford High School.
We are so thankful for this opportunity to share the history of our community with our fans. We're also grateful for the opportunity that this has given our basketball coaches to join forces with our partner, Mr. Ted Jameson, in an effort to raise funds for the Bransford High School Alumni Association. Mr. Jameson coordinated the selling and distribution of Bransford High School Roaring Lion t-shirts that you will see in our gymnasium this evening. Right now, I'd like to recognize the most important people as we educate about Bransford High School. If you're an alumni of Bransford High School, would you please stand or step forward? The fundraiser, the selling of the t-shirts of the Bransford Roaring Lions, has helped support a vision to continue the name and legacy of Bransford High School. Dr. Brenda Jameson is here to provide an update on the money raised and the purpose of that money.
Not only did we want to remember the legacy of Bransford, but we wanted to continue it. And thanks to you and your support, we were able to raise funds to donate to the annual scholarship fund of the Bransford Alumni Association. Every year we give funds or scholarship to students who have some connection to Bransford. Now, the idea came to us to do this when we saw that there was going to be There were two sources of our funds. We had direct purchase of T-shirts and then direct donations. And the direct donation amount was $1,175, and the sale of two T-shirts was $2,825. For a total of $4,000 that was being contributed or donated to the Alumni Association. So we thank you for that. Also, I have applications tonight. If anyone wants an application tonight, please see me.
Thank you, Ted and Dr. Jackson. As I've said earlier, as we conclude honoring Branchford High School tonight, we'd like to take a moment to inform you all that this is something we expect to continue in a couple of ways. Number one, Rossview administration, thank you for allowing us to take a moment of your evening to honor our legacy. But we will continue to have this game as we have purchased the jerseys, Coach Rochester and Coach Duran, with the supporting of our past, will continue to do this game. Two, the Springfield High School Athletic Association is now in the process of inducting the third Hall of Fame class. If you've heard, those Hall of Fame classes and that Hall of Fame inducts people from Branchford High School and Springfield High School. So we will continue to honor Branchford High School in that manner. The deadline for that application this year, for all those interested, is April 1st. Please go to the website to find those applications. One more time, so we honor our legacy tonight, Branchford High School.
David, it looks like it's going to be an annual event from now on.
I think that's something good for our community. And as I was, me and Coach Rochester was talking before the game, and and for me having a passion for basketball, but as you hear, Brantford was way before my time. So to really ask questions, because I had an aunt that was the class of '56 that played basketball there. And to be able to sit down and, talk to her about how things was back in the day and to where we are now, it's like mind-blowing. When they played 6-on-6, I never heard of it.
Yeah.
To where it was just 3 can go and the other 3 had to stay back. So you had guards and forwards go on one end, and, forwards go on one end, guards stay on the other end. And, and that's, look how far the game has came. And to not know who the originators were, because it was before our time, and some are still living, and when I go back and do my own research, and you have the Mr. Lewis Jameson, the Mr. Robert Farmer, Roy Manise, there was a lot of names that impacted a lot of the youth in our community to where we never knew the history of Brantford High School. I mean, it goes for football and basketball,
It is important for our young people to know their legacy.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that some of them just don't know.
And I'm ashamed because I didn't know,
Yeah.
And then, and I, after talking with my aunt, and then, even calling Coach Darden and, having a 45-minute conversation and just hearing the excitement in the oldest people's voice to be able to tell that story. And that right there was the biggest impact that I had. And hey, I have to do better to educate the younger youth that I work with, because it's a lot of history in this town. And to see where this county alone has came from back in the 50s to where we are now, that's a great deal of change.
And I talked with Miss Florence Rice. You remember Miss Rice?
Yes, I remember Miss
Rice.
Great
lady,
English,
great
English,
teacher.
Was she English teacher?
English teacher.
Yes, I remember.
Her husband played for the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I did not know
And
that.
Miss Florence Rice was at Brantford, and she is another great source of information.
Okay.
She can tell you all about it.
Okay.
And one of the nicest ladies around.
Yeah, I love Miss Rice. When I think 7th, 8th grade, I think is when it was when I had Miss Rice. And like I said, she was great, but and there's so many people that I see in the gym now that stood up for alumni that I know personally, but never took the time to sit down and just ask questions,
Yeah.
And so we as humans, we never know anything until you sit down and you ask, So that's the beauty of it, to where the ones that are still living, that can talk about it and share their story,
And it'll be a shame when those folks die off, and all these memories and events die off with them.
Yeah, with them.
And you got to keep that alive.
Yeah. And see, and I was thinking about this too, Coach. It's like when we were coming up and coming to the high school, watching the game, so we didn't get to watch the older generation, So I didn't get to watch Coach Darden, because Coach Darden was at UT in '79. That's when I was born. It was in '79, so I didn't have the opportunity to watch, but everybody had the opportunity to watch someone before them. And the group that was before me that I enjoyed watching was your Chris Thomas, your Robert DeMumbrium, Mike Waltz, Chris Lunsford. Who am I leaving out? I mean, because that and Rob West.
Yeah.
I can't forget Rob West. So that's been a lot of great talent before us and before me. And to be able to say, hey, this is where I appreciated the game from, and stepping outside of Springfield, I appreciated David Woodard that played at East Robertson, but called him Bird. And it was so many greats in this county that I consider greats that I had the opportunity to play against, even if it was in pickup or if it was just coming and sitting down and watching them and learning something like, golly, I wish I can jump like David Woodard, because he was a high riser.
Yeah, he was dunking in the 8th grade.
Yeah, so, and so that was just one of those things to where, man, like the history of the game. So as I got older, and then when I come back to Robertson County, and then these younger kids that I help coach, they don't know anything about me, but they probably know about a Darian Hudson, my son Delano, Talarico Cogshill. They know about the younger generation that they actually came and seen, and they might know about the Corey Stanton,
Yeah.
So, and then, now a lot of them, the younger ones, they see Isaiah West and some other good names, and in the future to come, I'm excited to see where their careers take them.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell my age now. I played against Coach Darden. He was a senior when I was a sophomore, and Coach Darden was raining threes. I played at Joe Burns. He was raining threes, and they put me in and said, guard him. I looked at the coach like, what do you want me to do? And so I went in, he hit a couple more threes, and he said, what are you doing? I said, I don't know how to stop him, but I know what size shoe he wears because I saw the bottom of it. But it's a lot of great kids that have went through school here, and going way back, people, you remember Bones.
Yeah.
Bones, another person.
Eric Hearn.
Yeah.
It's a lot of names. If anybody is listening or watching the game, and if I left a name out,
Greg Bell.
Yeah, it goes back to Greg was like him. He was like more of a mentor to me because he coached me in junior pro, and that's one of the biggest things that I try to do, because I know the impact that the community had on my life and the role that I played in trying to, make it to college, because of everybody, even when I played junior pro football, it was always, you had your Ronnie Baptiste, that always was out there for the community.
Yeah.
You had Calvin Darden. You had
Ronnie
Summers. The list goes on to where, as a young black man coming up in this town, we had a great mentoring system. And your Robert Farmers, and because when he finished, he went to, I think, TSU, came back, and
Yes.
he was a principal. So it's like a lot of great history that's here, to where I feel like a lot of small cities can't say. I think we are loaded with great mentors, and we are loaded with great talent. And I tell people all the time, even when I was in college, and I was like, I feel like I wasn't even the best player on our team when we made it to the state that year. I look at Bobby White. I look at Derek Snorton coming in off the bench. I look at D. Hurt, Phillip Black shooting the ball. Derekus Farmer being probably one of the best point guards that were probably all-around point guard that would play the game. So it's just one of those things to where I get the recognition, but I don't want it all because I know I played with a great group of guys. Even in my junior year, when it goes back to Rod Nixon, Billy Browder, Marcus Brewer, Courtney Woodard, like it's been tons of talent here.
Yeah.
Tons of talent. And you know, and I don't want to single myself out, but I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to get out. But it was talent that was better than I was that didn't have that opportunity. And I feel like that this county is like it's diamond in the dirt. I mean, look at what a Darian Hudson is doing down at Martin Methodist, UT Southern. He's breaking records, you know. He got the assist record. He got into the 1,000-point club. He got 3 years of basketball left, and he need 345 points to shatter that record.
Yeah.
And he's going to do it. So it's like it's just all these kids here, and all we need in this county is just the opportunity.
Yeah, and our kids are some of the best and most talented kids on the floor, in the classroom, on the field, and they don't get the recognition they deserve.
They don't. They don't.
A lot of people, you know, you tell them you teach at Springfield. Well, why do you teach there?
Yeah.
And it's because I love these kids.
Love
you
the
know,
kids, yeah.
They are great kids, and all they need is a chance to be successful.
They just need a chance to be successful, and like any other kid, man, they just need somebody to believe in them. You know, and I think that's one of the biggest things is just, you know, putting that confidence, trying to instill that confidence in the youth. Not just basketball, it can be football, tennis, whatever sport they choose. You just got to say, hey, look, I believe in you. So these kids can go out and give 110% and give you their all.
We got one standing up beside us back here.
Yes, Mr. Terrence Summers. Like, I had the opportunity to coach him in basketball. You know, it was a struggle getting up and down the court, but hey, he made it up and down the court.
He was a bruiser, I'm telling
you.
But you got Fat Cat playing at TSU.
You got Dayron Johnson, and I call him my little nephew, but like I said, and he's at the game. Like, we got my son Delano Walker.
Yes.
Like, we got a lot of the kids that used to play, some that's in college, that's able to attend tonight. And Dayron, OVC, I think, Special Teams Player of the Year, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, all these kids need us a chance. And I seen that when I had the opportunity to go to UAB, is just give me a chance, and I'm going to work hard for you. And I think that's our motto in Springfield, is just give us a chance, and we're going to work hard for you.
Yeah, and they'll ask, you know, people that, how did you win so many basketball games? It's not about the coaches, it's about the players. And these kids will give you the all if you just give them the opportunity.
Give them opportunity, yes.
And, you know, you was talking about football, you go back and we've got Tremaine Turner. You got Michael Thomas.
You had Mike Thomas. You even had Chris Norton. Like I said, Chris Norton played on both sides of the ball.
Jarrell
Summers. You got Terrence Woodard. Like, I mean, the list goes on with the talent that's been, Carlos Cook.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it goes back to, and it was a little bit before my days, but it was a running back. He's dead. He died probably, God, what was his name? I can't even remember his name, but he was before Mike Thomas and them. And then Terrence Daddy, like that group. Like Big Terry Summers and them group. I mean, like, when you go to watch football games, the games were packed. And you had your Duncan, what is it? Jamie Duncan that played linebacker.
Al Wilson.
I mean, you had like I said, the list can go on. We can sit here and name a lot of names, and I don't want to keep trying to name and forget somebody, but everybody that's done came through Springfield and participated in his sports, I think we have been loaded with talent on both sides of the ball.
And just imagine if Springfield was like a bunch of these places where there was one county team.
Like a Henry County.
Yeah. I mean, you've got people from Joe Barnes, James Gardner, Freddie McIntosh, you know, right on down the line.
You keep going. Like DJ Washington when we played. You got JoJo Northington.
And going way back, Harry Shannon.
Yeah. So, and like I said, it's been a lot of talent in this county, man. And there's still a lot of talent. If you look at White House Heritage, they got a kid out there that's pretty good. I think his last name is Bell. He's about 6'4", 6'5", great jumping ability, can shoot the ball. Like, I mean, this county, Greenbrier got a couple of nice guards.
Yes.
I mean, the county is loaded.
The Bradshaw kid that played at Belmont.
And now I think he's overseas making some good money, having a great semi-professional career. So, like I said, man, it's just a matter of these kids getting that opportunity. And like I said, kids don't realize, though, it's thousands, hundreds of thousands of kids out there each year is trying to do the same thing they doing. So they have to realize, like, how can I separate myself? How can I be different? And the way you be different, you're going to have to put in a little bit more work, because if you're not in the gym, guess what? It's someone else out there in that gym putting in that work. So it's like back in the days, I just wish I would have listened to Coach Darden more, because I didn't have a jump shot. And Coach Darden always said, you need to get in the gym, work on your shot. And, you know, and for the grace of God, I made it to where I made it to. And even when I got to overseas, you need to work. And that's when I feel like my jump shot got better, because I didn't have no choice but to work on it. So it's just, and that's what young kids need to realize, man, is just taking the opportunity to put in the extra work and to put the video games down for a second. Because another thing that hurt our community is when they took away the outdoor courts. So when they took away the outdoor courts, because we grew up going to the Cracker Box, which it was up on 15th. And that was the place to where the younger kids can go play against the older kids. And then you competed, you know, and that's where you develop that toughness. So when the community, they took it down, they put houses there. I mean, it's like they took the heart away from athletics, and that's just from my standpoint. And then a lot of guys agree with it, because that's where a lot of people were made. You know, a lot of
better by
athletes
playing people who are better than you.
Better than you, and then the older guys are gonna punk you. They gonna take the ball from you. I remember times going up there, like, as soon as we get out of school, we try to get our homework done and try to get to the Cracker Box about 3:30, 4 o'clock, so we can be the first ones to shoot, to make sure we playing, because it'll be a line of guys waiting to play.
And once you got put out, you
And
may not get to go back.
You might not get to go back. And so, and then in the summertime when school was out, we you get up there at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and you might stay up there to 10, 10:30 because they had lights. So it was a lot of basketball that was being played. But now these kids don't have it. They have Y, but a lot of these families can't afford to pay the membership to the YMCA. We got tons of gyms in the county, but it's just hard to
they keep them locked up.
They keep them locked up. It's hard to get them to where we can utilize them. But at the end of the day, man, it's just I try to take advantage of any opportunity when I have kids in front of me to try to make the best of it.
And we're ready to start the beginning of the boys' game here tonight. And see, you're one of those people we mentioned is giving back to the community. You have done a great thing with Social Dweebs, being able to take the ball games to the public, and we really appreciate that.
I'm just glad they watch, Coach. Give them something to look at.
Me and you not a whole lot to look at.
No, we got David tonight to change up. You know, he's great, man. There's so much to say about him. You know, he did what he did, come back and coach him, man. He's always been there, man. And guys like him coming back and helping guys like you got a lot of guys now, Coach, that want to go to college and want to do that. It's good to have somebody there. You know what I mean?
And the same thing with you, Terrence, man. To go to college and then come back to the community, man, you are able to point out because you created your role, you created your own path. And you can make somebody else's path a whole lot easier than what your path was.
We'll turn it over to David to give us our starting lineup here for Springfield.
For Springfield, you have Malik Harrell at the point guard. You have Jalen Jones. He will play probably forward/center for us. You got Kamarian Flair that will play forward for us. You got Alaric Hudson.
Alaric's a lot bigger than his brother.
Yeah, he is a lot longer than Adarian. And then I forgot to mention Keyshawn Robertson. That's our only senior that we have on the team.
Keyshawn, great athlete. You've heard his name millions of times on football broadcasts. But a great young man, just like we was talking about. He's going to be one of those to go out and make something out of himself.
Yes, he will. And I tell kids anytime, man, like anybody that offer you, I don't care if it's a 2-year school, 4-year school, take free education.
That's right.
Get the opportunity to shine.
Jones going to be jumping center for Springfield.
And Coach Jones just started playing. This is his first year of ever playing organized basketball. And I'm going to tell you, man, he's a workhorse. I like him. He's a workhorse. And had him in the gym a few times and showed him just a couple of post moves to do, and he started doing it, and he developed a little taste of confidence.
He was a great athlete in football, I know that.
Oh, yes.
And a good young man. Springfield opening up
We're going to open up in man-to-man. The biggest things that we have to do this game is if they penetrate, we have to be able to stop the pressure in those gaps.
Ball goes inside. Going to be a foul called on Jones. Got his feet tangled up and pushed the man out of bounds.
He was just in bad defensive positioning on that one. The man beat him to the spot, and he just didn't get there quick enough.
Looks like Rossview got a big physical guy inside. Kick the ball out. They're going to be out of bounds on Rossview. Be Springfield's basketball. Springfield got some good athletes on the floor.
Yeah, like I said, man, they got some pretty good athletes, man. And I think Springfield will probably do a 5-out. They'll probably go 5 out and then maybe switching into like a 4-out, 1 in, to where it's just a simple, basic motion.
Jones with the basketball, gets the ball inside. Alaric knocked out of bounds by Rossview. Be Springfield's basketball. Trying to uncover our roster here. Springfield with the basketball. Alaric gets it into Flair. Flair with the post move inside, comes up a little short. Rossview with the rebound and on the run. Kicks it to the corner. Man takes it in the middle and puts it in. 2-0 Rossview. Flair takes the ball in the paint and will be tied up there. Possession error to Springfield. It'll be Springfield basketball. Robertson to trigger it in. Ball comes into Flair in the corner. Out front to Jones. Robinson with the basketball to the corner.
If Flair don't watch his arm, if number 10 don't watch his arm, they're going to call him for an offensive foul.
Yeah, gets his shot blocked that time. Yeah, he's got that arm out.
Yeah, and he keep extending it. Eventually, one of the refs will call it if he's not careful.
Jones with the shot. Off. Rebound Rossview. Wanting to run. Pulls it up out front. Number 25.
Got to steal Keyshawn. He should make this, coach. This is where he's really good. This is where he's really good
in open
transition.
floor.
Transition, man, he's really good.
Took it to the hole, lays it in, ties the game 2-2. Basketball out front, Springfield man-to-man. Breaks inside.
That was a nice move right there.
Tough layup that time by Rossview, makes it.
There's those gaps that I was talking about that they're going to have to stop the gap. If they don't,
Robinson takes it inside, gets it blocked. Rossview wanting to run. And ball knocked out of bounds. Be Rossview's basketball. Rossview making wholesale changes here, bringing in 3 men. Springfield bringing in
Tony Pettis.
Ball in the corner, long 3, off the mark. Rebounded by Keyshawn. Up the ball to Pettis, and he lays it in. Ties the score, 4-4.
4-4. That was a good alley, good rebound, good alley, and good leak out by Tony.
Ball down inside.
Yeah.
Calls a block.
That was a good attempt. I talked to Coach before the game, and I asked him how did practice go yesterday, and he said, "Man, we've been working on trying to take plenty of charges, and there it goes to show you that he's tried to do what they've been practicing."
He was a very coachable young man.
Yes.
Rossview with the shot, in and out. Got 1 shot coming up. Springfield substituting.
Malik Harrell back in for Jalen Jones.
1 shot left. And it's good. Rossview up 5-4. Harold kicks it up the floor to Flair. Good
Good
move, Flair.
Fell short.
Got a piece of the basketball. Rossview on the run. Kick it down in the post. Harold with
Good
a mismatch.
defense. It was good defense. You got to get those rebounds, though.
Rossview puts it back in. Yeah, Harold got off on their center trying to guard him inside. Malik with the basketball. Kicks it to Robinson. Back out. Long three, no good. Rossview with the rebound.
Travel.
Yes.
He's got to travel right there, coach.
Caught him that time.
Yes.
Springfield playing good man-to-man. Score 7-4 in favor of Rossview. 4:21 in the first quarter. Harold with the basketball. A handoff. Number one,
Tony Pettis.
Tony Pettis.
Got a Larry Hudson going to the hole.
Larry working down inside, gets it blocked. That's about the third block for Rossview. Going to take it down inside. Missed the shot. On the run, Pettis.
Good pitch back.
And another block shot by Rossview. Rossview knocks it out of bounds. Be Springfield's basketball. Maybe that's about 4 blocks here in the first quarter.
And what they doing, Coach, they are driving it into the defenders, then trying to take a shot, knowing that those defenders are longer than they are. You got to stop before you get to them and to make that shot.
Like you said, you know, where's that mid-range jumper? Pull up and take it.
The mid-range, a lost art of the game right now. It's either a layup or a three.
Alaric with the basketball, kicks it inside. Harrell kicks it back out. Pettis with the three, misses. Rebound Rossview. Gonna take it inside, put it off the glass and score. 9-4 Rossview first quarter.
Rossview go with a full court man-to-man, trying to apply some pressure.
Harrell working the ball up floor. Kicks it to Pettis.
So Rossview will be fundamentally sound on both sides of the ball. But if you pace it on your offense, you can get the buckets that you want.
Flair takes it in the middle. It rims out on him. Good move, just couldn't finish. Rossview takes it baseline, kicks it back to the middle. And offensive rebound, number 32 for Rossview, puts it in.
Second chance opportunity. We're going to have to eliminate their second chance opportunities, Coach. If we don't, it's going to be a long night. We have to eliminate them to one shot only, and somebody has to be man enough to go get that rebound.
Yeah, Rossview, big man, pretty much dominating inside right now.
Yeah.
And we'll take a short break here, and we'll be right back. Back here, Social Dweeb Sports doing basketball tonight, and Springfield trailing Rossview 11-4 in the first quarter. Pettis with the basketball, kicks it inside Flair. Flair kicks it back to Pettis. Robinson with the three and buries it.
That was a good shot, good ball movement, way to be patient.
11-7 Rossview. Springfield in the man-to-man. Three by Rossview from the top of the key. Good. Springfield looking to run. Pettis with the basketball.
Come on.
We got a whistle and a foul. Rossview had made the steal, looks like.
I think they called it a reach over the back.
A little late whistle.
Yeah, it was a late whistle.
Going to be Springfield's basketball. We'll take it any way we can get it.
Any way we can get it.
Harold to trigger the ball inbounds. Kick it out to Robertson. Back inside Flair. And he gets mugged inside. Going to be two shots.
Two shots, and he should make these free throws. He's a pretty good free throw shooter throughout the season, Coach. He really has a nice little stroke at the free throw line. I hope I don't jinx him, but I'm just saying, like, he normally makes them.
Gotta love his pink shoes, though, man. First shot, in and out.
I jinxed him. That's all me.
That's always how it is.
Yeah.
One shot remaining. Springfield trailing 14-7. Shots up and in. 14-8 Rossview. A minute 34 left in the first quarter. Rossview with the basketball. Will drive the basketball into the middle. Good defense, Springfield.
Yep.
Pettis with a strong rebound. Works the ball up the floor.
Set it up. Be patient on offense. Get you a good set in.
Springfield spreading out. Rossview
That's
inside. Great pass. Gets the basketball back, and it almost dies on the rim.
Over his back. It looked like it was over his back. Okay, I'm going to say, yeah, they called over the back on Keyshawn Robertson got the ball.
Yeah. I thought there was a foul on the shot. But it's much like a girls' game. They're not going to call a lot of fouls. Springfield with the basketball. 59 seconds left. Rossview with a 14-8 advantage.
Good.
Robinson breaks inside, loses the handle, and they call a walk. I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one either, Coach. The ball came out and lost control of it, but then he just regained it.
Yeah.
So
hard to walk when you haven't got control of the ball.
yeah. Go into a 2-3.
Rossview packing it inside. Pettis with the rebound. Pettis out front. Kicks it to Harold. Down in the corner, Robertson. Down inside to Flair, and they're going to call a foul on the push. Only the third team foul, so we'll be taking it out of bounds. Gotta get it into Pettis. In the corner, Robertson gonna make a strong move in the middle. Ball knocked back across half court, retrieved by Springfield. And a handoff to Robertson out front. 8 seconds left on the clock. Robertson kicks it in the corner. Harrell with the jump shot. Basket no good. And that's the end of the first quarter with Springfield trailing Rossview 14-8. back here at Springfield Gymnasium, where at the end of the first quarter, Springfield behind Rossview 14-8. Springfield goes to a zone now.
And a 2-3 zone.
Got new faces in the game. Got is that number 12? No, it's number 11.
11. His name is Reggie.
I'm glad you can pronounce it.
Well, I just pronounced the first name for you, Coach.
Pierre Jules?
Yes, I think yes. Yeah, just call him Pierre.
Yeah.
All right.
Rossview ready to kick it inbounds. Point guard kicks it to the middle.
I don't think they called 3 seconds.
No,
Coach.
they
Even
don't.
during the girls' game, I mean, they was pitching tents. They was just camping out, and no
Big
calls
number,
was called.
00 doesn't move a whole lot, but he's in the paint a lot. Rossview being very patient. Long three, good. Number 33 for Rossview. We can't tell you who he is because we ain't got a roster, but that's all right. They know who he is.
Jacob Edwards was his name, Coach.
Robinson kicks it in the corner to Pettis. Back out front.
To Reggie.
Pierre. Harold looking back to Pettis. Pettis out front. Kick it out front. Long three. Harold, and it's good.
It's a good stroke. It was a nice rhythm with the offense right there, Coach. They was patient. They took their time, and they got the best shot that came available.
Moved the ball well.
Which was the 3 ball for Harold.
Now that's got to be a walk. Man just lost control.
I was going to say the same thing. If they was going to let him run from here to Taco Bell and not call
for
a
real.
travel.
They go to the dollar store, get a Coke.
Yeah.
Rossview with full court pressure now. They get the ball into Harold. Brings the ball up. Kicks it to Pierre. Pettis thought about shooting the three. Takes it inside. Good pass. Down inside to Flair, who puts it in.
Yes, it was a great pass. Great, like I said, patience, man. As long as they have patience, man, they can get almost any bucket they want.
Backside missing that time.
They was in a 2-2-1.
Rossview able to get the big man open inside.
But the rotation wasn't there.
Ball out front with Pettis. Robinson with the three. Off. Rebound. Followed his shot. Puts the shot up.
Got another rebound by Marion Flair.
And we got a foul this time. Flair will be going to the free throw line. Don't say anything, David. He'll hit it this time.
I'm not going to jinx him this time. My mouth is closed.
Flair being active inside. And I've been impressed with Robinson. Flair puts the first one in. Cuts the lead to 15-9. Well, it is 14-9.
14-19 with 5 minutes and 23 seconds left.
He misses the second shot. Rebound Rossview.
Yeah, they're in a 2-2-1. And those rotations got to be quick. They got to move on the flight of the ball. Because if they don't move on the flight of the ball, they'll get an easy layup.
Rossview with the ball on the wing. Kick it to the corner. And there's a steal by Robertson.
He just really took it from him, Coach. It wasn't even like a normal steal. It was just like, that's my ball and I want it.
He's taking it down inside. Kicks it to the corner. Flair with a three. Off the mark. Back in by Jones. Good strong move inside by Jones. 16-19 Rossview. Kick it cross court.
Good trap. Oh, you can't let him out.
Oh.
It's a foul on the Lyric. He didn't move his feet, Coach.
I think the coach wanted a hook.
Yeah, he kind of hooked him once he got out of the trap. But I think they were saying that Lyric, number 23, was nudging him a little bit with his body.
They don't like the effort that they play with. They play very energetic.
They do. Like I said, they play hard defensive, but like I said, sometimes they have a little mental letdown.
Shot off the mark, rebound Rossview, and he's able to put it back in.
Those second chance opportunities that I was talking about, Coach. We can't continue to give them second chance opportunities. It's got to be one and done.
I can count 8 points already just off
of that.
Putbacks.
And you take that 8 points away, they at 13, we up 3 points, 16-13.
We got a hand check out front. Be Springfield's ball out of bounds.
And number 23, foul was on Bryce.
I give up on some of these names, David. I don't know what this one is. I just hope he don't come in the game. Ball out front, Harrell takes it to the middle, kicks it back out.
Larry Hudson for the three, miss.
And kick it back in, steal. Robinson puts it in the basket.
That was a good one. Hey, in college, in sports, you never save the ball up under the opponent's basket. That's a rule. That's a big no-no. So I'm glad we was able to capitalize off of it, Coach.
Taking the ball inside, missed the shot. Another offensive rebound, and we got a foul on Springfield. And I think they're going to call it on Jones. We're across the gym, so it's hard to tell. It is on Jones, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. David, isn't that the second foul on Jones?
That's the second foul.
First shot for Rossview is good. Score 22-18, Rossview. Second shot on the way. Going to be short. Rebounded by Pettis. Pettis takes it on the run. Kicks it back out. Back to Pettis. Long three from the corner. Off the side of the backboard. Rossview with the ball, pushing it up court.
Cut it off.
And they kick it to the middle. Back to the backside, and he scores.
That rotation got to be quicker.
Right now, we're just a half a step behind. There's a steal by Rossview. And we got a charge on Rossview. Great play by Harrell.
It was a great play by Harrell.
Took the knees to the face to draw the charge.
And to save a bucket at that, Coach.
Yeah.
I mean, it was going to be crucial. If they would have scored that, would have pushed it almost a 10-point lead, and we do not need that before we score another bucket.
Harrell gets a basketball in, pushing it up the floor.
Under control.
Got to get rid of the ball. Finds Alaric. Kicks the ball to Harrell in the corner. Back inside Flair. Get it back out. Harrell to Alaric. And they're going to call a walk.
He shuffled his feet, Coach. He
drug that back foot. 2 minutes, 39 seconds left. Springfield down by 6, 24-18. Rossview with the basketball. Springfield in the zone. Kick it inside. Big man takes it up, gets his own rebound, puts it back in. That's about 12 points, David, already.
Off of second chance opportunities.
They get the ball into Alaric. Down into the corner. Pierre with the ball. Kick it down to Alaric. Looks inside to Flair. Flair kicks it back. Springfield being patient. Rossview gone to a zone. Rossview with a steal. Takes it in for the layup, and it's good. Increases their lead to 10 with 1 minute 30 seconds left. Shot by Pierre, going to be off. And Rossview saves it inbounds. And he's going to step on the sideline. Be
Goes
Springfield's basketball.
Springfield's ball.
Hudson throws it in. Harrell. Robinson out front. Nice move.
Nice move.
Took it inside, left it a little short. Gets his own rebound. Gives it to Flair. Gonna be ripped. Rossview on the run. And hits a layup. 30-18 Rossview. 50 seconds in the half. Harrell with the basketball. Rossview going back man to man. Alaric with the basketball in the corner. Kicks it. Robinson. Robinson takes it inside. And we got a foul call. They've got a lot of hand checking going on with that man guarding Robertson. They're just letting it go.
And we seen that in the girls' game, Coach. We noticed that they was letting a lot of things go. So what they're going to have to adjust at the half is saying, okay, they're going to apply a little pressure on me, but you can't let it affect your shot.
When you know they're not going to call it, you just don't expect it.
Don't expect it. You just got to concentrate on that on that basket and concentrate on making that shot.
I always told my players that it's not a foul until they call it.
Until they call it.
Flair at the line. First shot, good. 30-19, Rossview. 27 seconds left in the half. One shot left. And the second shot is good also. Cut the lead to 10, 20-30. 26 seconds left in the half.
They go back to the 2-2-1, and in this, coach, just pay attention. If the rotations are not good, we're going to give up something.
Yeah, man backside, just what you said.
The rotations,
and there's the layup.
The rotations have to be there. And the biggest thing, what I'm seeing, that our guys are not moving on the flight of the ball.
Yeah. Robertson takes the ball in the middle, takes it to the basket, no good. And that'll be the end of the half. Springfield behind by 12, 32-20. And we're going to turn it over to Terrence Summers now.
Hey, y'all, I'm going to go to the locker room real quick. Go get my piece of mind.
Bransford School was established in 1884 for grades 1 through 6 in a one-room building on Cheatham Street between 10th and 11th Avenues with 3 teachers. In 1905, the school was moved to 15th Avenue and Leota Street, where the reservoir now stands. Not long after the move in 1913, Bransford became a high school, and in 1917, they graduated a first class of seniors with 4 graduates. Fast forward to 1927, 4 acres of land on Richard Street was purchased and a new building was erected. The school was a 1-story brick building with 8 rooms, an auditorium, 2 rooms in the basement for industrial laboratories. On January 2nd, 1928, the high school held its first day of class. Through the years, Bransford School continued to grow far beyond the one-room building on Cheatham it once was. But one winter night, fire destroyed the south wing of the main Bransford building after being discovered while 500 people were attending a basketball game in the gymnasium. In the north wing on that Friday night of December 4th, 1959. Though devastated, the strong Bransford pride shined bright as they built the wing of the school that had burned and built Bransford Elementary on the back of the 4-acre property. By this time, Bransford High School had more high school graduates than it had high school students in 1932. Brentwood High built a swimming pool, got lights for the football field for night football, organized and promoted the Brentwood Revenue in the fall, the Top Hat Parade in the winter, and the Kings and Queens auction in the spring. Put on a homecoming football game and parade through the downtown streets to get the attention of the general public and gain interest and support for Brentwood High School. In 1963, Robertson County started sending junior high school grade black students to Springfield Junior High. After the end of the school year in 1969-1970, all schools had been integrated, bringing an end to the historic Brentwood High School. In 1985, ex-principal Mr. John Patterson did a census on Brentwood graduates. 5 had become doctors, 6 lawyers, 9 engineers, 132 teachers, 17 principals, 16 football coaches, 5 basketball coaches, 19 secretaries, 12 teacher aides, 11 policemen, 12 bricklayers, 5 carpenters, 17 truck drivers, 33 business owners, and 1 truck company operator had graduated from Brentwood High School. In all, 2,200 students graduated from Brentwood High. The Brentwood High School was once the heart of the Brentwood Heights neighborhood in Springfield's African American community. At its final location of 1915 Richard Street, later renamed John L. Patterson Street in honor of Mr. Patterson, who served as the last Brentwood High School principal 32 years from 1938 to 1970. Brentwood became one of the top high schools in Tennessee and won acclaim for its marching bands, athletic departments, choirs, and drama teams. For nearly a century, 1884 to 1970, Brentwood High School provided a sense of pride and identity to thousands of students and graduates. There will always be a Brentwood pride in the community, and tonight we celebrate the pride. Go Lions.
We're back here to start the second half. Springfield with the basketball. Robinson looking inside, kicks it back Harrell. Ball kicked. It'll be Springfield's basketball.
I'm anticipating that Springfield come out with better energy and want it a little bit more.
You're on. We can hear you. Springfield on the inbounds. Flared or triggered in. Kicks it out deep. Going to be knocked away. Rossview on the break. And he puts it in. 34-20 Rossview.
Rossview still standing there full court man-to-man.
Harrell bringing the ball up the floor. Pettis with the ball. Down inside, and we're going to have a foul.
Hand check.
Finally. I tell you, I would have loved playing with these referees. Springfield's.
That's an offensive foul. He's extending that arm.
You called it. You said it's going to catch it. Going to be Rossview's basketball. Alaric meets a man at the top of the key. Rossview in the corner. Back out front. Working the ball around. Long three by Rossview. Off the mark. And out of bounds. Going to be Springfield basketball.
And still, fortunate enough, we got the ball back. But it was almost another offensive rebound because no one boxed out.
Yeah. I mean, if you take those extra shots away, this is pretty much a tie ball game. Harrell with the basketball, guarded closely by Rossview. Kicks it down inside.
Cut.
Back to Pettis.
Cut.
And turnover. And they throw it out. And Flair is able to track it down.
Yeah, it's a great hustle.
Harrell with the ball.
Bucket here. We need a bucket here, Coach.
Pettis with the ball out front.
It's like our cutting it's like no energy level to the offense. It's like
it's almost like they got dead legs.
Yeah.
And we got another foul on Rossview. Jones coming back in the game, taking Pettis' place. Ball comes in. Alaric with the basketball out front. Nobody really moving. Jones with the basketball. Robinson with the ball in the corner, kicks it to Harrell. Ball goes inside Jones. Working inside, puts the ball up and in. Nice move by Jones.
Nice move by Jones.
Cuts it to 12. 5:17 in the third quarter. Rossview moving the ball around. Takes it into the middle, kicks it off, and it is.
I'm gonna call a foul.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna call it on Hurl. I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
No, they call it on Keyshawn Robertson.
I didn't see that foul.
No, me neither.
Rossview going to take the ball out under their own basket. They'll kick it out deep. Back to the corner. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Robinson with the rebound. Takes it on the run. Backs it out. Kicks it to Harrell. Harrell launches a three. Short.
Good
rebound
one.
Jones. And puts it in.
Like I said, Coach, Johnny is his first time playing organized basketball, man, but he's a great, great hustler, man. He's a great hustler. He tries to do all the small things that a team needs.
He wants to be there.
Yes.
And we've got a foul going to be called on Springfield on the reach. Let's see who they call it on, number 4.
It's Jones.
Jones. That'll be about the 3rd on Jones, won't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Got number 11 coming in to replace Jones. Long 3, Rossview, and it's good. Harrell with the basketball, coming up under pressure. Working the ball into the corner. Looking for Flair, not there. Has to kick it back out to Robinson out front. That'll be a 3 on the way by Harrell, and it's good.
That was nice patience, good penetration and kick.
Good ball movement by Springfield. Got a man for Rossview wide open under the basket, and finally somebody picks him up. And we're going to have a foul against Springfield, a blocking foul. Let's see who this one's on. Number
on 23, Alaric Hudson.
Yeah.
And Alaric has to get there quicker to stop that penetration.
Yes, he does. They're pretty much able to take the ball in the middle at will, and they kick it in. Man cuts down low, and they put it in the basket. Rossview 39, Springfield 27. 3:30 left in the 3rd quarter. We got a foul on Rossview.
Got a reach-in foul. Looked like on number, was it 25?
25.
Solid word.
Somebody must have put a bug in their ear about this reaching, because we've had more called in this quarter than the whole first half. Ball into Harrell, knocked out of bounds by Rossview. Harrell looking, kicks it in. Alaric with the basketball. Springfield swinging it around. Alaric.
You got to set screens. We're not setting screens on anyone. They're going screen.
And punched away and stolen by Rossview. Kick it down in the middle and missed the shot. Rossview with another chance, and he puts it in.
Second chance opportunities, Coach. That'll get you all day long if you want to allow them the chance to get offensive rebound and a putback right up under the rim.
We had several chances to get the ball. It just didn't take advantage.
Didn't take advantage of it. See, our offense is too stagnant.
Yeah.
So when they're not.
Shot by Hudson, and he's fouled. Looks like we're doing too much dribbling and not enough passing and screening.
We're standing and watching. The person that's dribbling, the other guys are standing and watching.
I remember my coach said if you want to take tickets, you need to go out front. Hudson.
Some big free throws if he can make both of them, man. We need anything that we can get.
Makes the shot. 41-28, Rossview. Hudson for the second. Puts it up and puts it in. 41-29, 2:33 in the 3rd quarter.
See, they're not communicating on this back line of defense.
They kick it out to the corner. Back to the middle, and the big man puts it in.
They might have to get out of that 2-2-1 because that 2-2-1, we don't allow too many easy buckets. I think either go straight up man or stick with the 2-3 zone.
Going to have to come away from it.
Yeah.
Robinson with the basketball, backs it down inside, kicks it to the corner. Alaric Hudson with the ball. They kick it down inside to Flair. He's double teamed. Kick it back to the corner. Go back to Flair inside. Good strong move. Rims out.
They're going to get him for over the back.
Yep.
I think that's 2 on him if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Frustration set in. He missed a shot and then compounded by making a foul. Still in that zone. Pass straight into the post, and he's going to be fouled inside.
That's 3 on Murray and Flair.
We got anybody in foul trouble besides Jones and Flair?
That's the only 2.
Big man for Rossview, number 00 on the shoot. And off the iron, misses the first one. Second shot on the way, and it's good. 44-29 Rossview. A minute 30 left in the quarter. Long pass up the floor to Hudson. Hudson kicks it back to Robinson, kicks it to the corner, and the shot is blocked. Out of bounds, B. Springfield's basketball. Rossview hustling back, blocks the shot. Looking to get the ball in bounds. Got 5-second call. And David, I'm like you, there's a lot of standing going on.
There's a lot of standing. Like, our body language tells it all.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I don't know. It's just like they don't want to be here.
Yeah. Steal that time by Hudson.
They got 1 quarter to make a difference.
Yeah.
They can push it. They can make a run towards this end of the third quarter, and hopefully that, you know, to try to at least cut the lead, to shave it down some.
Flair with the basketball in the corner, trying to make a move inside. Not there. Kicks it back to Flair, shoots a 3. It's off. Rebound Rossview. Rossview pushing the ball up the floor. Kick it cross court. Back to the top. Rossview being patient, looking for the good shot. Number 24 takes it inside. Rebound Hudson.
29-44 with 25 seconds left.
Back to Flair in the corner. And we got an offensive foul called on Flair. Coach want an explanation for it.
That's 4 on Flair.
Yeah. You'd almost have to get him out here. 16 seconds left. They kick it cross court. Back to the top, and they're going to throw it away. Going to be Springfield's ball on the over and back call with 4 seconds left on the clock. Get the ball in to Robinson. Takes the shot off the front of the rim, and that's the end of the third quarter. Springfield trailing 29-44 versus Rossview. We're back here at Springfield High School to begin the fourth quarter. Springfield dug a hole, but there's still time if we just start playing.
These first 2 or 3 minutes is going to be very, very crucial for us, Coach. If we can get some stops and convert it over into some baskets, we'll give ourselves a chance.
Rossview with the basketball, working it around, looking for the good shot. Kick it in the corner, knocked out of bounds by Jones. Going to be Rossview's basketball. Rossview having trouble getting it in.
There you go.
Harold knocks it out of bounds.
Great defense, and it seems like they trying to pick up the defense intensity. You know, it looked like Rossview was having a hard time getting the ball in.
Rossview kicks it into the backcourt. Springfield man to man. Rossview trying to get it inside. They back it out. In no hurry. Take it inside and they score. Number 33 with good inside move. Harold with the basketball, pushing it up the floor. Robinson at the top. Takes the ball inside, puts it off a glass, no good. And we got a steal. Oh, they call it a tie-up. Going to be Springfield's basketball. Robinson went back and got the basketball. 6:57 left. Springfield down 46-29. We'll kick it into Jones.
Travel.
And they're going to call the walk.
Got to put the ball down first before you make a move.
Rossview taking their time, bringing it up the floor. Springfield going man to man. Backdoor cut, and I guess you could call that a dunk.
If we do, we'll give him a 1 for it.
Yeah.
It won't be no 8 or 9
Wasn't pretty
or
at
10.
all.
No. He did a chin up on it. I thought it was going to be a
It
tech.
should have been. Robinson with the basketball. Kicks it to Flair. Jones with the ball. Got 5-second call. Oh, whoa, we got a foul call. I thought he called a 5-second call.
I thought he did the motion for 5 seconds as well.
So it's going to be Springfield's ball. Robinson to take the ball out. Going to kick it in. Harold drives it into the paint, and we got to travel. They're dragging their back foot, and he's calling it.
They dragging it, but like when they are penetrating, you already have to know what you're trying to set your man up to do. They are driving straight into their man in no man's land and then picking up their dribble. Now you put yourself in a limbo.
Yeah. Springfield applying pressure out front, man to man. Kick it to the wing, down in the corner. Big man going to penetrate, puts it off the glass, and good. Rossview 50-29 over Springfield. Kick it down in the corner to Flair. Back out to Jones. Down to Robinson. Robinson puts a move on, takes it inside, and draws the foul. I think it'll be the foul on Rossview number 10.
Another thing that I'm recognizing, Coach, is when our guys are going to the hole, they are pulling everything from below their belly button instead of keeping it up high and tight and finishing it. So when you have to go through that motion of bringing the ball from down low to up high, you're giving that defender an opportunity to recover.
Robinson on the first, misses the free throw. Yeah, you got to keep that ball chest high.
Yeah, you got to keep it chest high, and you got to have a quick release on it.
ready for the second free throw. It's up, and it's no good. Rebound, Rossview. 5:22 left in the game. Springfield behind 29-50. And Rossview has a turnover. They just simply throw it out of bounds. Miscommunication on their part.
That's another thing. You look at our bench, everybody's just out of it. No one is trying to cheer one another on. Like, still a lot of time in the game to make a run, and it's not all the way over. And, they're just showing early signs of defeat.
Everybody got their head down just looking. Nice pass in the middle. Flair's jump shot rims out. Robinson with a good rebound, kicks it out. Shoots a three from a corner. And it hits the guide wire, and it's dead. Be Rossview's basketball. Springfield applying full court pressure. Big man with the basketball, dribbles it up. Thought about taking the three, changed his mind.
Be patient and get the shot that they want.
Yeah.
They're not forcing. They are just being patient. And getting the bucket, getting the shot that they want.
Looking for that high percentage shot. Yep. They're getting them. Takes it inside, and there it is. Down 52-29. Springfield pushes the ball up the floor. Back to Robinson out front.
So we doing
takes it to the hole and misses a shot. Rossview on the run, 3-on-1, and the big man puts it in. Nobody stepped up and stopped the basketball. Looks like both teams fixing to clear the benches. Harold takes it inside. Basket.
I think it's on the floor.
To call it on the floor.
But it'll still be 1-1, I think. He's cramping. It looks like he's cramping.
Yeah, he's got it bad. They may have to get somebody to shoot the free throws for him.
In the game.
Springfield puts in a whole new team. All right, in a situation like this, Dave, doesn't the other coach get to pick the free throw shooter?
This way. All of the fans in the home section, please exit out the gym lobby. Thank you.
I missed that announcement.
Well, I think it's for the end of the game.
Oh.
They just directing people on which way to go out of the gymnasium.
Be number 14 shooting for Springfield. Misses the shot. Tipped out of bounds. Going to be Springfield's basketball. We're going to have to keep up with these names here. Going to be a turnover. Rossview ball.
54-29 with 3:40 left in the fourth quarter.
Rossview just swinging the ball around, killing the clock. Going to kick it back out front. Springfield working out of a man-to-man. That should be 3 seconds. Long three on the way. No good. We got an over the back on Rossview. So it'll be Springfield's basketball. 3:13 left in the game.
I'm thinking it's supposed to be 1-1.
Yeah, it should be.
It should be 1-1.
David, who is number 14 for Springfield? He's not on the roster.
Sion.
First shot for Springfield, good.
His name is Sion.
Sion?
Yes.
Number 34. Second shot good. Rossview bringing the ball up the sideline. Sion Dowling. Rossview taking their time. No hurry. Takes it inside and scores. Springfield running the ball up the court, trailing 56-31. Takes a shot in the paint, misses. Rossview running the ball down the floor. Kick it inside. Big man
Good hustle.
going to be out of bounds on Springfield. They cut the baseline. He had nowhere to go, just threw it off a Springfield player.
Yeah. Was it Kevin Salas, I think? Kevin Salas. He stopped that number 34. He stopped that penetration off the baseline. It was a great job.
Yes, Salas stepped up and knocked down those 2 free throws a while ago. Rossview swinging the ball around. Take the 3 off. Rossview with the board and put it back in. David, I wish I had $1 for every point they'd scored off of, offensive rebound. We could go eat somewhere.
We can go eat. We can have a really good meal.
Yeah. Springfield moving the ball around. A lot of young guys getting some mop-up time tonight. Out of bounds off Rossview. David, what do you tell this group when you go in the locker room after a game like this?
Honestly, when you go in and, I'm gathering my thoughts as we speak about it right now, because I feel like all the hard work that they have put in throughout the season, and I think that we took 10 steps back tonight, you know? And, and in basketball, you got your regular season, you got your postseason. So we still have another season left to play, but we gotta get better. We can't digress. We can't keep taking these steps back and expect to make a run in the tournament.
Long 3 out front, no good. Rebounded and taken away and put in the basket by Rossview. 60-31. Rossview knocks the ball out of bounds. Minute 6 left. Maybe this just goes to show you can't take a night off.
You can't take a night off. You can't take a play off.
No.
So it's just
you got to bring it every second.
Every second. And like I said, every team that we compete against in our district, they're going to bring it night in, night out. So if you're going to be that team to take it off one night, you can't afford to take off, and then you'll find yourself at the bottom of the district.
Salas with the ball inside, fumbles it out of bounds. Or he didn't go out, he was able to retrieve it. Pettis with the basketball. 26 seconds left. Or 32 seconds, my fault. Long 3 from outside, off the front iron. Rebound Pettis. Takes it up, puts it in. 60-33. 17 seconds left in the game. Kick it inside. Rossview backs it down, puts it in the basket. 62-33, going to be your final score. And kind of surprising, David. I didn't think.
I'm surprised by it, too. I thought that Springfield would come out and compete better than what they did. I think Rossview came out and attacked them ahead and got us down and frustrated to where we got out of our game early. And we never regrouped from that. It seemed like when a little taste of adversity hit us, we didn't know what to do. And, giving up second chance opportunities, and we gave up probably, I'll say at least 10 to 12 offensive rebounds.
Oh, yeah.
And out of the 10 to 12 rebounds, offensively, they scored 10 to 12 times. So you giving up possibly up 20 to 24 points just off of second chance opportunities. And we didn't have very many turnovers, but the turnovers we did commit, they scored off of our turnovers. And we couldn't force them to turn over the ball, which we had opportunity for second chances, but we didn't capitalize on them.
Yeah.
And I think that was the difference of the game, was the second chance opportunities. And they made majority, if not all of their second chance opportunities. And the turnovers that we forced, we didn't get anything out of it. And the turnovers that they forced, they ended up getting, 6 to 8 points out of it. So, overall, you can't take nothing away from Rossview because they came out, they played hard, and they played good, fundamentally sound basketball, as we discussed before the game. I told you this was a good, fundamentally sound team, to where they don't have a great player that we're going to be like, wow, they just play great team basketball. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I think Rossview came out and they wanted it more. And, and our guys just didn't know how to handle that adversity when that adversity hit.
Yeah, they came to play tonight, that was for sure, and they hit the offensive glass hard, and we just weren't able to keep them off. Just time after time, getting the extra shots, and you just can't do that with a good basketball team.
No. And to keep a guy off the offensive rebound, it's called effort.
Yes.
You have to put that effort in and take pride, like saying, hey, this guy is not going to get another offensive rebound. So we lacked a lot of effort, and tonight we didn't show a lot of pride, and at halftime, Coach told these guys, he was like, you know what, at the end of it all, he said, we are doing this for Brantford Lions, and is this the way y'all going to come out and play?
Yeah.
And I tell the guys all the time, they always wonder, like, why we don't get the crowd or why people don't come out and support. And when you have the opportunity, when it's homecoming or when you play Greenbrier, you have that opportunity to show the city what you've been working on and how hard you've been working. And then if they come out and then they see a performance like this, they going to say, well, I got something else better to do on a Friday night.
Yeah.
And that's just the honesty. And I'm not trying to, sugarcoat it or anything, but it's just the honesty about it all. It's just like you have to come out day in, night out. And if people come out to watch and then they see that, man, that effort level was great. It was intense. It was a really good ball game. But everybody's going to walk out of this gym tonight saying, did Springfield even show up to play basketball?
Yeah. To quote Charles Barkley, we're talking about the rebound. He would say, anybody can't be a great shooter, but anybody can be a rebounder because all it is want to. And tonight, we just didn't want to.
We just didn't want to, man. And hopefully, like I said, man, we took some steps back tonight, being able to sit on the bench and assist Coach Rochester. And I know Coach Rock, he does a great job with the guys in teaching the fundamentals. And it is just a matter of these guys trusting the system. And whenever you get the guys to trust the system, you'll have a better outcome. And I guess a lot of guys are still not bought in. And here we are, and this was like our last game. When we had a nice long talk with the guys, it's like, we towards the end of our season, and we shouldn't continue seeing the same things at the beginning of the season because we try to fix and correct things before we move forward. And when we think that we have it fixed and corrected, and then we come back out, and then it shows like, golly, and then, I don't know how many games you have attended this season, but looking at it, you're probably thinking, have these guys been taught anything?
Yeah. I mean, if this was your first game, you would wonder, like, I've heard good things, and tonight you didn't see it.
You just didn't see it.
But it's there.
It's there. And, and it'll be times where the guys come in, they work hard, and I don't want to take nothing away from them, but these guys, these kids, they have to see it. And I questioned them last game, the passion for the game. Because if you had passion for the game, then your effort level is going to be through the roof every game.
The one player that showed passion tonight was Jones. And like you said, he wants to play. This is new to him.
This is new to him. And then, like you said, on the football field, I mean, anything that he contributes to, he want to be the best at it. He might not be the best on the court, but if you sit here and look at it, his effort level stood out better than anybody else's.
Yeah. Yeah, he acted like he wanted to be here and wanted to win.
Yeah.
And
so, like I said, it's just going to be one of those things. We're just going to have to go back and regroup and, try to regain the focus of these kids. Like, I don't know where we lost them at, But at the end of it, it's going to be something that they have to figure out on their own.
Exactly.
To dig themselves out of this bind and want better for themselves, because it's a collective thing. Like me and Coach Rock talk to him all the time about it. It's like, we can't dress back up.
Exactly.
We can't get back out there and play. We passionate about it. We want to win. But just because we want it, you got to ask yourself, do you want it?
You can't play for them.
I can't play for them. We can only put them in a position to try to win and put things in place for them to try to go out and get a victory. But it's up to them to play every play like it's their last play.
Yep. And when they get to be a senior, they'll realize that.
And that's one of the biggest things I spoke to Keyshawn Robinson about in the locker room the other night. I said, hey, you got 4 games left.
Yeah.
It's your clock is ticking down. And so many athletes that, if you don't have the opportunity to go play at the next level, they all say, I wish I can get my senior year back.
Yep.
So, you got to capitalize on it right now and play every game with no regrets, or leave it all out on the floor. If you got to hustle for a loose ball, hustle for a loose ball. If you got whatever it takes to sacrifice your body to help your team win, that's what you have to do.
Well, David, it has been a pleasure, and you did a great job tonight.
Well, thank you, man. I was kind of nervous, and thanks Social Dweebs, Mr. T. Summers, Terrence Summers, for putting this on, man. I think it's something great to have for Robertson County. I don't think he just do it for Springfield. I think it'd be times when you're on the website, he's at Greenbrier, he's at Joe, like he pops up, and I think that's something great that he has put his mind together and said, hey, this is what I'm going to do. And to be able to have full coverage for football, I know is great, but I'm hoping that we can transition football into basketball and start doing more basketball, Mr. Terrence Summers. Yeah, I know it. But hopefully me and Terrence been talking about doing a podcast, and hopefully we can get that angle going on sometime by the middle of the year. Just a podcast, just to sit down and we can all talk about and educate, players on Robertson County, and hopefully we can catch the attention of the younger youth and be able to reach out and shed some I guess knowledge about our county and about the sport that we both played. He played football, had a great run at Tennessee State, and and me playing basketball. So it's just a matter of just trying to reach the youth, man, and trying to figure out the way to do it. And I think the way to do it, Mr. Terrence, is social media, because every kid is on social media. So it's been a blessing to be able to sit up here along with Mr. Coach Holman. He coached me in middle school, and he's been around, and probably one of the winningest coaches in middle school
that goes
basketball.
Back to the kids now.
Yeah, so it's been an honor to be able to sit up here and honestly to be able to see the game from a different perspective, because sitting on the bench, I don't get to see the things that I seen tonight. So I can go in the locker room and just basically tell them how horrible it looked, you know? I mean, just from looking up, and it's just being honest, because if you're not honest with the kids, then they think they did a great job, and then guess what? The next game, we're going to get that same type of performance. So, like I said, once again, thank y'all for having me. I enjoyed it, man, and it's been truly a blessing to be able to be a part of this.
Well, for David Walker and Terrence Summers, this is Kenneth Holman, and we wish you a good night.